Miix 630 lasts 20 hours on b.attery using a Qualcomm chip. Lenovo's Miix 630 looks a lot like Microsoft's Surface Pro, a Windows tablet with a detachable keyboard, but there's a key difference. Announced Monday night at CES, the Miix 630 joins a small, but growing cadre of systems that run on Qualcomm's Snapdragon 835 mobile PC platform. Putting this high-end smartphone chip into a Windows PC brings the promise of slimmer, lighter systems that run for many hours longer than a similar system would if based on an Intel or AMD CPU. The trade-off is performance. Qualcomm has acknowledged that its laptops probably won't be as fast as AMD or Intel-based counterparts. The Lenovo Miix 630 looks like any other 2-inch-1 Surface clone. In our brief time with the Miix 630, it felt slender and light, with very few ports in its slender chassis. The keyboard attaches along one edge of the tablet using pogo pins. An attached, hinged flap acts as a kickstand and can assume a wide range of angles. The Lenovo Miix 630's kickstand is integrated into the keyboard flap. The company's betting some people will care more about the convenience of longer battery life than the performance hit. We'll examine that trade-off for ourselves if we get a chance to test it. Meanwhile, here are more details about the Miix 630. Price: the Miix 630 has a starting price of $800. Lenovo had no details on pricing for higher-end SKUs. CPU: Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 RAM, 4GB or 8GB storage, 64GB, 128GB, or 256GB graphics. Qualcomm Adreno 540, integrated display, 12.3-inch UXG Plus, 1920 by 1280, with Corning glass ports, 1 USB-C, generation not specified, 1 SD card slot, 1 nano SIM slot pen, included, with 1024 levels of pressure sensitivity, a bit primitive, and a handy storage loop on the right side of the keyboard. Cameras, 5MP front, 13MP rear. Battery life, up to 20 hours on a 48 Wh battery. Weight, 2.93 pounds. Dimensions, 11.5 by 8.2 by 0.6 inches. A Lenovo pen with 1024 levels of pressure sensitivity is bundled with the Miix 630 and can be tucked into a handy storage loop. With the Miix 630 and other partner systems, Qualcomm is pushing the idea of always connected PCs that can be online from anywhere. The Miix 630, for instance, has integrated 4G LTE. The details on how the cost of data plans figures into the purchase remains murky. A few vendors have said they'd include trial plans with the purchase of a product, eventually nudging you to pay up for your own plan. Lenovo had no information about what it would offer. Another difference to note, the Miix 630, like the other Qualcomm-based PCs we've seen so far, runs Windows 10s. This streamlined, simpler OS that runs only Windows Store apps may help the Qualcomm PCs operate more smoothly. However, as with all Windows 10s machines, you have the option of switching to Windows 10 Pro. Lenovo's fine print indicates you have 180 days from the day of activation to make the switch. Long battery life is a great thing, but mixing that with the Windows 10 OS clearly remains a challenge, or Microsoft wouldn't be so enthusiastic about Qualcomm's entry into the PC market. We don't know whether enough users will be so delighted by how long their laptops last that they won't mind the compromises. We hope to test it ourselves and let you know. Melissa Riafrio spent her formative journalistic years reviewing some of the biggest high-end PC World desktops, laptops, storage, printers. As PC World's executive editor, she leads PC World's content direction and covers productivity laptops and Chromebooks.